Let's go. That's good. Preview works now all the time. Right, so I'm going to start building this frame. I'll get the saw back out. Doubly check the dimensions. So there's the basic frame built. As you can see, imagine you're looking in from the door now. That's what you'll see when you come in. This will be up against the bulkhead. That end will be obviously towards the bed. This is going to be a shelf piece. We haven't decided whether we're having it angled or straight yet, so that's why it's just a square edge. Basically what I need to do now is mark in here, inside of this frame, where the rest of these battens need to go. I need to look, measure it along, line them up, and then what I'm going to do is, these will go in like that. Oop, get me toggle out of it. They'll fasten in like that. Okay. Day 2, making the cabinets, the overhead cabinets. I spent about 3 hours the other day, maybe yesterday. No, it wasn't yesterday. Spent about 3 hours the day before, making sure everything was nice and square, cut to the right size. So I thought, and then I realised that we'd measured it wrong. So I've took it all apart again. Bastard. Measured it all again. Measured it properly this time. Gonna recut all the wood. We had to go buy some more wood last night. I was sulking. We had to go buy some more pine. So I bought that. Gonna go grab it. Then I can cut it to the right length. Then we can start putting it together again. Just come into the van. It'll be that way on. This is going to be the face, so that's going to be an empty box. That's going to have a door in it, that's going to have a door in it, that's going to have a door in it, and that is going to be a little shelf. Now the idea we've got is, stole it from another YouTube channel actually, put a piece of MDF along the bottom. So that's already cut from yesterday. So I'll put the piece of MDF along the bottom, and then that'll line up against the back wall of the van. This can then be screwed up through there into the crossbars, the original struts that we fitted behind the cladding. Then the base will screw into the back and fasten in above the window into the metalwork on there. So I need to attach the MDF base to it now, and then basically I take it to the van and try to scribe it in, see how well it fits. Right, we're now going to scribe in the end panels. Well, one of them at least anyway. So we can fasten that to the end of it, and then we can, excuse me, then we can look at mounting it up. Now, as shall tell. Just drawn out the measurements. 34.5 deep. So it's 34.5 from there outwards, and it's 38 from there down.
Why is it 34.5? I thought we were only going for 30.
Because the wood on the front of it is 4.5, so I made it 34.5, so it's a 30cm shelf as such.
Okay.
Yeah?
Sure.
We've seen it on there and it looked alright, so
Okay.
stop panicking. Success. Right, let's go chop it up. Chop it out of all the wood. Careful because it's slippery.
Yeah.
Well, the floor. Give me that and then let's see if you go on your ass.
Why would you go on my ass? Because I held on to the van.
Ice. Ice. Ah, it's cold today. Oh, she snapped it off. She's gonna impale me with it. We'll catch this on film.
What's that?
Everybody watch. This is the last you see of me. See?
Never find me.
Yeah, never find me. Ow. Oh, you got everything wet now. Why have we done that?
I don't know.
Actually, that's not going to work at all, is it, that one?
No, because it needs scribing against the ceiling.
Yeah, I know, but then when we scrap it against the ceiling, it's not going to be too... Let's just have a go. Let's just give it a go, shall we? Do you want to do the scribing or do you want to do the holding? Okay, let's go see what that does. Here.
There was one there.
What was that?
It'd be a big shelf, isn't it?
Yeah. I think. We'll go give it a go. I really don't know. We've got all this wood now anyway, so we bought another 10 metres because we thought when I nose this up, we bought loads more. I was sulking, so I bought loads of wood. And I ain't used any of it. I've used the bit they gave us.
Oh, really?
They gave us a bit for free because they felt sorry for us. And that's what I've used. Oh well. You're not a carpenter extraordinaire.
We'll do it how you want to do it. How are you going to attach them together?
That'll have to have a screw through it.
Mm.
That way. And then that'll go.
We can always just chop it off if we don't want it.
Yeah, if it looks absolutely shite, we just chop it. Oh, it's covered. Okay. Nice, isn't it? So we're on to the next day. Day 3.
563.
Day 563 of building these cupboards. The other one's in there now. Looks really nice. Probably see from the video that it's in and installed. Started doing the other side one yesterday. We thought we'd make it a bit slimmer. We've put it up in the van and it just doesn't look right, so we're going to make it the same size, depth-wise, as the other ones.
Keep the same frame, but replace this bottom bit.
Just make it
wider.
wider. Let's cut some more MDF.
Not so much because it didn't sit flush against the roof, because it sort of like slides down.
Where the
wall.
curve in the roof is, it left a gap along the front. Whereas if we pull it out that little bit more, it'll sit flush against the roof. So it's kind of just to make it easier for ourselves as much as anything else.
Yeah, just make it look better.
Yeah. That means we can turn this round. Oh, batteries are in bloody house. Bloody hell, fire, man. Blood fire.
Need to remember to leave like little breather gaps at the back, just so you get a bit of airflow down there. But yeah, that's the cabinet sectioned off.
Next part of these shelves is to fit these little brackets. These little L brackets, they're going to go inside of here, not on this side. Basically what I'm planning is to have the board slightly off centre, and then these can go in this side, so they're invisible. Put 2 in, one at the top, one at the bottom, on each partition. So I'm just using a rubber mallet just to tap the board slightly to the side, and I've got my square, just making sure everything stays lined up. Obviously that needs straightening out, but you get me drift.
Right, so what's happening now is, because we've used MDF as the cupboards, it needs to be sealed, which I just found out today. And what's it need to be sealed with? PVA and water. What are you telling me for? Because you're on the video. Oh. You know what he's put in it. Mix PVA and water, and it'll give the paint something to stick to. Was that 1 part glue to 4 parts water? And then that stops the MDF being very porous, so your paint just doesn't sink in. Gives it something to stick to. Right.
For it. Bought a big sheet of MDF, measured it all out. We're going to cut them, and I've bought the hinges from Screwfix, so we're going to give it all a go and see how it comes out. Let's go do it. Right, that's the doors cut, as you can see. Doors are all trimmed out. We've test fitted one of the hinges, mounted it up. It bit me. We need to measure out 2 centimetres from the edge to that. Mark that on each of the doors, and then we're going to judge how far in we need, and probably about 100 mm in on each one. Screw all the hinges in, and the job's a carrot. That's the hinges fitted to all 4 doors. Now I need to go sit them in the van, mount them up in there, make sure they fit fine in there, and then I can take them back down and paint them. 3 there, single one there. The very end door, the one on the very left hand side of it. On the very left hand side of all the units is getting a panel with a hole put in it. Or it is for now, it might get a door put on it, but as we stand at the minute, it's just having a panel put on it just to cover the small space down there and cover the front up, tidy it all up a bit. As you can see, I've got my prop holding the door up. I've made sure it's in the middle. Obviously in the middle, on both sides I was about to say, but in the middle. Push these parts of it to the front, where they need to be. Then I need to drill the holes in the roof, put the screws in, and then I can test it and make sure it actually works properly. Beautiful. There's a tiniest little bit of adjustment in it, but overall, quite happy with that. They don't obviously hold their own weight up, so I will need some sort of gas ram on it, but overall, quite happy with that. That's not too bad there, actually. Maybe needs a smidge of adjustment in it.
Do you like it?
I love it. Ooh, that's round.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sneeze. Don't got your fingers on it.
It's alright. There we go. Another little job done.
There's another job ticked off the list, so thank you for watching. Give us a like and a subscribe. Got any questions? Ask them in the comments below. Thank you.